Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, the best place for beauty lovers, content creators and entrepreneurs. I know it's 2022 and we have all set goals that we want to achieve by the end of the year. You watching this, I know one of your goals is to post on social media consistently, but the voice in your head is giving you 1,000,001 reasons why you shouldn't get started. This is your reminder to drop that perfectionist attitude aside and get started now. If you want to know how to cheat procrastination and be consistent on your content creation journey, then definitely keep on watching this video. I'm Sarah Haruna and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to join the family, subscribe, like this video and turn on the post notification so that you know when I drop a new video. Now let's get right into this video. In this video, I'm going to be spilling the secrets that have helped me as a creative. I started my journey when I was in school and believe me, I didn't have enough time to get started, and that was one excuse that I was using not to show up consistently. But I'm going to show you how I overcame that and I was able to still show up regardless of everything that I had going, and I believe that if I can do it, you can do it too. So I know that showing up consistently is one of the hardest things for a lot of people to do, because I understand that most people have different activities that keep them occupied, from school to work to family. Well, let me just show you a couple of things that can really help you to get started, and also not just get started but be consistent at what you do. To get started on your creative journey, you need to know this: done is better than perfect. Your first content is definitely going to be your worst content, but the truth is you're going to learn in the process. Just decide to try out new things, keep showing up and keep evolving, and trust me, you'll be amazed at how much you're going to grow. You know, failure is an opportunity in disguise. Know this and know peace. Until you decide to pay attention and learn from your mistakes, you're going to keep struggling. Now I'm going to give an example of myself. There was one time I posted on my Instagram story. If you follow me on Instagram, you would remember this story. Now this particular day I was very frustrated when it came to content creation. I wanted to put up my first get ready with me video. I was trying, like I kept on repeating the whole video. Something was just going wrong. Like it's either my microphone is not working, or it isn't clear, or they take the light. It was just a lot for one day, and then I got frustrated. Now at that point I was very angry. I didn't want to do anything again. I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to put it aside. I didn't record any video till probably a week after because of how frustrated I was. But then I decided to look back at that video, and what I realized is that video taught me something, because I filmed that video in the night. I didn't realize that my filming setup was way better at night compared to the daytime. If I didn't pay attention to that video, I would never have known that. On my mind, I record in the afternoon. I like sunlight, I like this, I like that. But that particular video revealed to me that recording at night with my setup is actually super amazing, and you can see that from my other video, or from the video that I posted with my get to know me tag. I will keep the link here, so that so that you can have an idea on what I'm talking about. I kept on getting compliments on the quality, and I'm like, if I didn't pay attention and learn from this particular situation, I wouldn't have known that the filming setup is nicer in the night. So if you pay attention to little things like that, whenever it is that something goes wrong, just try to ask yourself, what is this particular problem trying to teach me? And trust me, you will learn something from there. Now moving on to our next point. Consistency is not easy, especially when you don't know your why. Now there are a few questions you need to ask yourself so that you can know your why. You need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I going to benefit at the end of all this? Is someone going to be happy just by watching my content? Am I going to impact someone's life? What goal is this consistency going to help me achieve? Is it going to help me afford the lifestyle that I deserve? The truth is, when you have the answers to all this, it's going to be your driving force. Now whenever it is that you feel like you want to give up, anytime you feel like, oh, I'm tired of showing up, I'm tired of being consistent, when you remember your why, when you remember why you started, you're definitely going to show up and keep doing the work. Knowing your why is very important, because trust me, there are a lot of people that will try to discourage you. These people might even be loved ones, or things like followers, engagement, subscribers. But the truth is, if you focus on all this and don't focus on yourself, you might just end up not doing what you love because you're thinking of external forces that are trying to frustrate you. Knowing your why is very important, because there are a lot of people that won't understand what you're doing. I'm talking of family members, I'm talking of your friends, I'm talking of loved ones, people that you didn't even expect. You thought, okay, these people are going to get it. Sometimes you find out that they are the ones that are discouraging you. Now it doesn't even have to be a person, it could also be in form of likes, subscribers, engagements. Now if you don't know your why, you're going to easily let these things discourage you. But when you decide to focus on the value and remember why you started in the first place, then you're going to keep on going, because you're like, okay, I know that regardless of this, I may not get the like, I may not get the engagement, I may not get what I want now, but I know the end goal. I know that somehow I'm going to get this. And you see that when you decide to focus on the value you're giving, one content that you did not even expect, one content that you didn't even plan is going to blow up. You know that we are always the biggest critic of ourselves. Sometimes you create a content and you look at it and you're like, nah, I don't like this, I don't even want to post it. And maybe something just like, okay, let me just put it there so that it's not be like, oh, this content is going to waste. And then you now realize that that content that you did not like was the one that everybody liked. So the thing is, whenever it is that you feel like, oh, this content is not good enough, I don't like the way this thing is, I don't like the way this is, just put it out there. Trust me, you never can tell how that video will turn out. That's why you need to keep on showing up consistently, because the truth with this consistency thing is, you will never know the content that would be your life-changing content. You will never know the content that will turn your life around. But if you keep it on your phone, nobody's going to know the content, nobody's going to see the content, nobody's going to engage on the content. How would you blow if the content is on your phone, right? So you need to keep showing up, putting out the content, and then when you put it out, you ask yourself, oh, this content that I posted, how can I make it better? Why did they not engage? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? When you ask yourself these questions, you will now learn, and when you want to record the next video, you know what to do better so that you can get a better quality or a better engagement. I hope this really helps, because that's what has been helping me. Another thing that you need to do is define what consistency is to you. Like, don't look at, oh, because this person is posting all the days of the week, I should be posting all the days of the week, or because this person shows up once a week or 3 times a week, I should post 3 times a week. Define your consistency based on your own schedule. The person who is posting every time a day might be a full-time creator, but you're a doctor or you're a student or you're a mom. You can't afford to show up all the time. So what you need to do is ask yourself, what is consistency to me? Am I going to post once a day? Is that consistency? Am I going to post once a week? Is that consistency to me? Define what it is based on your own schedule, and this would really help you, because the truth is, consistency is whatever you target to be. Consistency is showing up whenever it is that you decide you want to show up. So if you decide that, okay, every Wednesday I want to post a video on YouTube, then make sure you show up every Wednesday. That is your own definition of consistency. I know there are a lot of people over here that are students, I know there are a lot of people that work, I know there are a lot of people that are mothers, or they have 9-to-5 jobs, but you still want to be a content creator. Now what will help you is if you sit down, write out the time that you have spare time, write out the time that you feel you can record. For me, when I first started my content creation journey, I was a student, so I was in school, and I'm like, oh, I really need to do this. I was started during the holiday, but I'm like, okay, I'm going back to school in 2 weeks time. How am I going to create content? So my room wasn't aesthetically pleasing per se, so I knew I didn't want to create content in school. So what I decided to do was to write out the contents that I wanted to create. I wrote down about 20 to 25 contents that I wanted to create, and then every day in that 2 weeks before I went back to school, I was recording at least 2 or 3 depending on how much strength I had that day. Now what I used to do is, when I record, I keep them on my phone. When I'm in school, all I need to do is to edit and post. Because of space issues, sometimes I would edit them from home. When I go to school, I would post. Now most people didn't really know, oh, is Sarah in school or is Sarah at home, because everything still looked like I was at home posting consistently. Sometimes when I'm even making a post, I'm in class listening to lectures, but I'm still showing up. That's because I decided that regardless of whatever it is, I want to show up. And I feel like this can really help you. Batch creating content is the real deal. Now this is our last secret. You need to batch create content. Like, I can't overemphasize how batch creating content will like help you in your content creation journey, because the truth is, you will not always feel motivated. Like, there's sometimes that you're just like, nah, I don't want to create content, and then one day turns to 1 week, 1 week turns to 1 month, and you see that you have not created content because you don't feel like it. You're not always going to feel like creating content. Now batch creating content is really going to help you, because times when you don't feel like it, you will still have something to post. Times when you don't feel motivated, you already have something that is edited. All you need to do is to just post. Okay, so that's why I always advise, please batch create content when you have that extra ginger, when you have that burst of motivation or burst of inspiration and you're just like you want to make videos, make use of that time and create as much content as possible, because the truth is there are times when you wouldn't feel like it, and in those times you can now rely on the content that you've created before. Now it doesn't even just have to be like motivation or you don't feel like it. There's sometimes that you just have like impromptu trip or impromptu work, just different things that can just like come and take your time. But if you have content that you've already created, this can really help you to continue being consistent on your journey. These are a few tips that have helped me on my content creation journey. I know it's not as detailed as I want it to be, but then consistently I'm going to try and keep spilling teas that can help someone out there who is struggling with lack of motivation or who is struggling with consistency. I'm going to try my best to show up as much as possible and teach you based on my own experiences what has helped me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video. You can also comment your struggles in terms of content creation. It doesn't have to be just consistency. It could be working with brands, it could be anything. Just let me know whatever it is that you want me to talk about in my next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.